Wait, was that Arachnid?
We stand here together as one.
What the fuck? Howdy, howdy, everybody. My name is Mr. Hanson, and welcome back to The Hanson Show. Today, we're going to be talking about the Transformers 1 trailer. This is going to be a review video. Kind of different from what I usually do, VR chat, all that stuff. But, I cover Transformers, so I may as well cover this now. I'm super excited for Transformers 1. I think it looks great. The fact that they released the trailer in space is a really fun detail. Not a detail, but something we did in real life. That camera, I watched it this morning, watching it slowly float up into space so I could watch it. It was a little laggy to kind of get into the whole feel of it, but it was pretty cool that they did it nonetheless. And I have rewatched the trailer a couple of times, and I noticed some details that I missed before, and I can't wait to talk about them and maybe even show some more clips from the trailer. So don't forget to leave a like, everybody, and enjoy the video. Alrighty, first up, character designs. I think the character designs all look great. 10 out of 10. This whole movie is going to look great. I can't believe that we're getting these Transformers movies with such high quality for 2D, not 2D, for 3D animation. Now, Rise of the Beast, a lot of people could argue that it wasn't as good as the Bayverse movies, but I'm happy to say that this Transformers 1 does look great, and I can't wait to see more of it. First impressions from everything that I can feel, Chris Hemsworth is doing a great job with Orion Pax and then transitioning over to Optimus Prime, which I can't wait for. It's going to be a little sad not having Peter Cullen be able to be Optimus as much anymore, but we knew this day was coming. We knew Peter Cullen was going to slowly be faded out, and they were going to pick another Optimus to play him. Now, there's so many different Optimuses in the past, but it's pretty cool that they picked pretty much all the Marvel characters to do this Transformers movie. Like, I believe there's Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, and I believe someone who played in the Eternals as Megatron recently. And so that's kind of cool that we're getting a whole different cast of celebrities that will help influence the next generation of Transformer fans. But let's get right back into the trailer itself, where I got my notes right here. We're going to talk about Bumblebee, or Badass Bee. The fact that they said badass at all in this just shows that they're going to do a lot of maybe some light work cussing. Like, if you ever seen the movie Ants, they throw in a couple of cussing every once in a while, but the movie is still rated, what is it, PG? Just PG, parental guidance. So, yeah, Bumblebee so far, he seems really cool. It's weird that he talks now. We're so used to having a little beep boop bop Bumblebee, or at least the robots in disguise version of Bumblebee who does all that talking. But for now, we have another voice actor that is playing Bee, and it's kind of exciting. It's kind of fun to have Bumblebee be active and more full of emotion and can speak his emotion instead of just being constricted. Alrighty. Like I said, this movie looks really good. I'm honestly very impressed with it. I couldn't tell if Transformers 1 was going to be a show or a movie, so I was very much wondering on the quality. This stuff is pretty good. The quality of this movie looks great. I'm wondering why this is looking better than new Disney movies, like Pixar movies. This is past even farther than how Pixar movies look, and it's very impressive that Transformers is getting a look like this in general. This is very exciting. I can't wait to see the whole movie. It looks great. We're going to talk a little bit about the villain of, I'm not sure what his name is. I probably should have figured it out. Like, who's the villain of Transformers 1 if I'm going to review it? But the new villain, he seems kind of cool. He gives them the power to transform, which is another weird thing. Them not being able to transform off the bat is a little weird, but they're using it as character development to kind of show their change for the future and their change in Transformers, this, new movie. So I imagine this guy's going to give them the power, and then they're going to use the power to take him down for whatever evil muckery he's going to juice up, And there's been a couple of more, enemies shown in the trailer, so I wonder how important of a role that they will take for this movie. Alrighty, the ability to transform. Yes, they figure out how to transform like at least a quarter of the way through the movie from the looks of it. I imagine it starts off a little later in the movie, not at the beginning, but later on they will get the ability to transform, and that's going to be very interesting to see them without the ability to transform even for a little bit. It's not like it's not like it was removed or taken. They just never started out with it. And using this origin story for Orion Pax or Megatron or D12 or D16, I forgot what they called him, is really cool. It's for growth. It's for character. So I'll allow it. The war hasn't even started yet, which means there'll be other enemies, new enemies, different people to see. I imagine if there's a Transformers 2 in the works, we will get like Megatron as the Decepticon villain, and that's going to be really fun just to see him be buddies with Optimus from the beginning, get some real development of character just for it to be all torn down in a fight in the second movie. That's going to be a lot of fun to witness. And now I do believe I saw Arachnid a split second into the trailer, which is very interesting, very cool. I really hope Arachnid has a strong role in this. And it looked like the Transformers Prime Arachnid. I don't want to be tripping or anything, but that looked like the Transformers Prime model. So I really hope they don't drop the ball on these Decepticons or these Insecticons like Arachnid and, just people in general who are evil and dark in the Decepticon world, but have that extra twistedness about them. Goldbug is kind of in the movie. Like Bumblebee kind of has like his Goldbug helmet. He has like a shinier coat later on in the movie, which I think is very interesting. He goes from, badass bot to B to a, evolved Goldbot Bumblebee version. Like it's very cool how they mixed his 1980s Goldbug in there. Like the visor, the mask. I think these toys that are going to come out in the future are going to be really nice and cool. Honest to God, I can't wait. There's so much more I could talk about this. I'm probably missing a lot. If anything, I'm probably missing a huge chunk that I could be talking about. So one second. Maybe I should give this a second. I see a lot of stuff like Megatron discovering a, Decepticon looking area. I wonder how he's going to be influenced to start his army. So this is going to be the beginnings of him starting his army or starting the idea of how corrupt the original system is. Now that he was gifted the power to transform, he will now probably take things into his hands to be more destructive or more capable of leading. Like I said, all this just looks great. Like here's like a little panel that I think just looks great. Like it's Bumblebee running away and everyone looking all serious. But for the most part, this panel looks great. Everything about this show looks great. The fact that it's coming this fall, the villain overall has like a cool rustic design and he looks super ancient, like he has a story to tell. The villain is going to be very interesting to watch. I will say that. This is going to be a very fun Transformers. When it comes to Earthspark, which I don't like because I'm older and I'm not really needing to be like introduced to Transformers, but Transformers 1 is also going to be for all fans, people who haven't watched Transformers, people who have watched Transformers, people who know the lore like me, people who haven't seen a lot of it, like the new audience that we're going to get. We're going to get new Transformers fans, a new wave of everything. The community is going to grow. This movie is nothing but good, and I don't see anything to tear it down. Some people are saying, oh, I hate the voice actors. Oh, I hate the designs. You guys are digging too deep into this. This show looks great. We're lucky to be getting Transformers this day and age. A lot of our favorite products don't get rebooted as much as Transformers. It is the only thing, and sorry for the pun, it is the only thing that can truly transform into something else to evolve to the times where you can have more Transformers just very differently. In the 80s, it was the cartoon. In the 90s, it was Beast Wars. In the early 2000s, they had their own Unicron trilogy. And then the 2010s, Transformers Prime. And then, of course, between 2005 and up, you had the Bayverse movies. But the Bayverse movies and all these cartoons had their own unique feeling, none similar to the other. So Transformers 1 is almost going to be a fun accumulation of all the lore and story that we missed out in the IDW comic books. And don't forget about the IDW comic books. I just really think Transformers 1 is going to be fun. It's going to be real great to watch. We're going to love it. We're going to enjoy the separate timeline from the Rise of the Beast, so we can have two different timelines to bounce off of. Ooh, Rise of the Beast. Can't wait for that to come out. Ooh, Transformers 2 or Transformers 3 or 1. This new series is going to give us time to go back and forth between our favorite thing, which is Transformers. So I think I'm going to cut it here, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. I enjoy reviewing stuff like this, but mostly just sticking to Transformers. Maybe I'll do other reviews like the games or future games or future updates of the show or more trailers. So I just wanted to do this because I'm really excited and I can't wait for more. I really hope you guys can't wait for more too. My name is Mr. Hanson, and as always, keep burning. I am trying to extend the time to make sure this video is at least 10 minutes. Oh, everything's fading to black. Why is it getting so dark? Why? Oh,